Good morning students, Sairam. Welcome to this session. Today we are going to revise the lesson, the sixth lesson, Traveling with Grandfather Zoo, and we are going to do the comprehension part. So let us read the lesson, revise the lesson again. So we'll see who is the author, Ruskin Bond. Okay, we know the story very well. So let us revise. Let me tell you the summary of it. Grandfather, grandmother and the narrator, they were going from Dehra to Lucknow in Lucknow Express in the train. So they wanted to carry the pet animals with them, and grandmother's pet was Popeye. Okay, the parrot. See how nicely it is sitting on her shoulder. And grandfather's pet was Timothy the tiger, and the narrator's pet was Squirrel Chips. Okay, the name of the squirrel was Chips, and they had left the python at home. So they were traveling in the train because in those days the trains were not that much crowded and they were allowed to carry the creatures with them. So when they carry, and our grandfather had already booked the first class compartment where it had 4 berths, where one berth was for Timothy the tiger. Okay, and they had during the journey itself, this parrot Popeye was making mischief of poking vendors' hands and all those ears. So it was making mischief, as well as even the Chips made friendship with the passengers, and it had filled its stomach by eating peanuts, because all were giving it peanuts. Its stomach was full by eating peanuts. And they had carried the tiffin. Grandmother had made ham sandwiches, 6 boiled eggs. They had bought it for dinner. 6 boiled eggs, one roast chicken, gooseberry pies, apples. All these they had carried in the tiffin basket, and they had kept it under the berth. But she was not hungry, because she had had soup before leaving. So she was so tired and she went to sleep. After some time, the narrator was hungry, so he pulled the tiffin basket to see what my grandmother had brought to eat. When he pulled, they were shocked to see, because what was inside? The pet animal python was inside the tiffin basket. So quickly, and it had swallowed nothing. The food was not there, because it had eaten all their food. Only the remains of the food were there, and from the shape of the snake, they could see the shape of the eggs and the roasted chicken, because it had swallowed everything like that. Only the apples were remaining. So they thought, grandmother should not see it, so they pushed it back into the put the lid and pushed it back under the berth. Okay, and what happened? They went to sleep. After some time, they could hear a clamor, a loud noise of people. People were shouting, "Snake, snake!" So suddenly all woke up. Then grandfather, what did he do? He looked under his berth. Was the python inside that basket? It was not there. It had gone out. So grandfather ran in his pajamas itself. He went to the washroom to see. His python was inside the wash basin. Why did it go there? It had gone to drink water, because so much of food it had eaten. It was thirsty, so in search of water, it went to the washroom. So what did grandfather say? He told, this no harm, this will not cause any harm, because the python has already eaten the food and nobody will get frightened of it. So he took the python and he brought it to its compartment and closed the door and put it back into the tiffin basket. But grandmother was angry, because she insisted not to bring, and she thought that purposely they both had brought the python. And she was not believing that it had come on its own, because grandfather had left it loose in the garden. It managed to enter into the tiffin basket, but she was not believing them. Why she was not agreeing? Because Aunt Mabel, who was in Lucknow, and they were going to share the house with Aunt Mabel, and she was frightened of reptiles. So they thought to leave it at home, but what happened? It had come with them too in the tiffin basket. So early morning they reached Lucknow, and who was waiting for them? Aunt Mabel was waiting in the platform. Okay, and what happened? And Aunt Mabel was very happy to see them, and and even the tiffin basket, because she was fond of food. And she grabbed the tiffin basket and she kept it in her hand. She did not realize that there was the python inside. She thought that grandmother, she was happy, she was fond of grandmother's food, so she thought she can have the basket with her. And they went into the taxi, and they went into their new house. When they went into the new house, a light breakfast was waiting on the dining table. So what did Aunt Mabel do? She told, this is very light, we will add on to what they had bought from their tiffin basket. So when she opened the tiffin basket, what did she see? She saw the python. When she saw the python, what happened? She saw the snake she was half asleep with the apple in its mouth. So she was so frightened and she fainted. You can see in this picture how she has fainted. Okay, so slowly what did grandfather do? He took the python and he draped it on the guava tree. Okay, he put it on the tree, and after some time what happened? When she woke up, they told that the tiffin basket was empty, and she was just imagining things. It was just because of the heat she was imagining things. So she did not realize that really she had saw there was a python inside. She also thought it was might be due to the heat, and after that all started laughing. Even because the parrot started first, it started making some crazy noise, and after that all started laughing. This was the story. Now let us come to the comprehension part. Okay, read the following passage and answer the following questions. Okay, we'll see to come to the passage. A little after midnight, there was a great clamor at the end of the corridor. Grandfather and I woke up. Timothy growled in his sleep with Popeye, and Popeye made complaining noises. Suddenly there were cries of "Saaf, saaf, snake, snake." Grandfather was on his feet for in a moment. He looked under the berth. The tiffin basket was empty. "The python's out," he said, and dashed out of a compartment in his pyjamas. I was close behind. After a dozen passengers were bunched to, About a dozen passengers were bunched together outside the washroom door. "Anything wrong?" asked grandfather casually. "We can't get into the toilet," said someone. There's a huge snake inside. Okay, this is the passage. So you have read the passage thoroughly. Now let us answer the questions. What happened a little after midnight? So go to the passage. You have to see. A little after midnight, there was a great clamor at the end of the corridor from here. Okay. A little after midnight, there was a great clamor at the end of the corridor. Know how to mark? Okay. See, there was a great clamor at the end of the corridor. Next question. When grandfather looked under the berth, what did he see? Go to the passage again. Okay, don't write in your own words. Go to the passage. When grandfather looked under the berth, the tiffin basket was empty. So you have to write fully. When grandfather looked under the berth, he found the tiffin basket empty. Okay? See. He found the tiffin basket empty. Understood how to write? Now third question. How many passengers were outside the washroom door? Then you go to the passage again. See here. How many passengers? About a dozen passengers were bunched together outside the washroom door. How many? Dozen passengers. Mark the answer. About a dozen passengers were bunched together outside the washroom door. Okay, that was the third question. Here, dozen passengers were bunched together near the washroom door. Fourth one, why couldn't the people go into the toilet? The people were not, again go to the passage. Okay, we can't get into the toilet, said someone. There's a huge snake inside. Why couldn't they get into the, you have to write in your own. Because they couldn't get into the toilet because there was a huge snake inside. Okay, what will you write? They couldn't get into the toilet because there was a huge snake inside the toilet. Okay, now last one. Write the antonyms of beginning. Again go to the passage. You all know beginning is end. Go to the passage. To find out if end is there, you have to find the words from the passage. On beginning, end. Here it is. Okay. Next one was what was the next word? Outside. Is it inside? Is here inside? Outside. Inside I've given. So what will be the passage? Outside. Okay. Here it is. Inside, outside. You have to find the words from the passage. Okay. Hope you all understood, children, how to do. So we will see the questions again. What was the questions? First one was, what happened a little after midnight? You will search the answer on the first line. A little after midnight, there was a great clamor at the end of the corridor. Okay. Now the next question, how to do. When grandfather looked under the bed, what did he see? When you can see, go to the passage again. What did he see? The tiffin basket was, when grandfather looked under the berth, the tiffin basket was empty. Like this you have to write. Okay. Then third one. And this is over. Now third one. Okay. How many passengers? You all know this. How many passengers? You can see here. A dozen passengers. How many passengers? A dozen passengers were bunched together outside the washroom door. And the next question. Why couldn't people go into the toilet? You all know this answer also. We can't get into the toilet, said someone, that because there was a huge snake inside the toilet. Because there was a huge snake. Always you have to write in past tense. There was a huge snake. Okay. In the toilet. Then antonyms also you have to search from the passage on the beginning, end, outside, inside, outside. Okay. Hope you all understood this lesson thoroughly. Now what you have to do is underline the hard words, read the answers. Okay, read the textbook thoroughly, underline the hard words, write the hard words 5 times and learn, memorize it and keep. This will be very useful when you write the question, when you learn the question answers. Hope you all understood, children. So we have revised with the lesson. We have finished with the 6th lesson, which was the name. What is the name of the lesson? Traveling with Grandfather Zoo. Okay, where the pet animals, you know, which were the pet animals? They carried the tiger, the parrot and the squirrel. What was the name of the tiger? Timothy. Name of the parrot was Popeye. And name of the squirrel was Chips. And which pet animal they did not bring? We did not carry with them the python. Okay. And we saw how the experiences, what they carried it in the train, and what happened, and what in the night, where did this python go? It went to the washroom in search of water. Okay. So this was a story, nice story of the narrator, grandfather and grandmother, traveling with grandfather's zoo. Hope you all understood the story, children. So we will see in the next lesson in the next session. Thank you, children.